The new licensing regime for trust or company service providers commences with effects from the 1st of March 2018. The new licensing regime for trust or company service providers is administered and enforced by the Registry for Trust and Company Service Providers of the Companies Registry. Any person who carries on a trust or company service business in Hong Kong without a license commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a maximum fine of 100,000 Hong Kong dollars and imprisonment for 6 months. What is a trust or company service? Trust or company service means the provision in Hong Kong by a person, by way of business, of one or more of the following services to other persons forming corporations or other legal persons, acting or arranging for another person to act as director or secretary of a corporation, partner of a partnership, or in a similar position in relation to other legal persons, providing registered office, business address, correspondence, or administrative address for a corporation, a partnership, or any other legal person or arrangement, acting or arranging for another person to act as trustee or nominee shareholder. Every applicant who is an individual and every ultimate owner, partner, or director of the applicant is subject to a fit and proper test. The fit and proper test is a statutory requirement for determining whether the person in question is fit and proper to carry on or be associated with a trust or company service business. In determining whether a person is a fit and proper person, the Registrar of Companies, in addition to any other matters the Registrar considers relevant, must have regard to the following matters. For example, whether the person has been convicted of an offense relating to money laundering, terrorist financing, drug trafficking, and organized and serious crime in or outside Hong Kong. Whether the person has failed to comply with a requirement imposed under the Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorist Financing Ordinance or a regulation made thereunder. Whether the person is an undischarged bankrupt. In the case of a corporation, whether it is in liquidation, or whether there is a receiver appointed in relation to the corporation. The fit and proper test does not apply to an authorized institution, a licensed corporation, an accounting professional, for example, a certified public accountant, and a corporate practice of certified public accountants, a legal professional, for example, a solicitor, an individual who carries on business as a sole proprietor. A partnership and a corporation can apply for a license. Applicants should submit their applications and statements as regards the fit and proper criteria to the Registry for Trust and Company Service Providers with the appropriate fees. Practitioners who carry on trust or company service business before the 1st of March and held a valid business registration certificate will be deemed to have been granted a license to carry on a trust or company service business on the 1st of March. They can submit their applications within the transitional period of 120 days. If the deemed licensee applies for a license during the transitional period, the deemed license will generally end when the application is granted, rejected, or withdrawn. If the deemed licensee does not apply for a license during the transitional period, the deemed license will cease to have effect after the end of the transitional period. That is 28th of June. A license, once granted, will be valid for 3 years. Prior written approval must be obtained from the registrar for a person to become a new ultimate owner or a partner or a director of a TCSP licensee. Licensees should comply with the requirements of the Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorist Financing Ordinance, including the customer due diligence and record-keeping requirements. Members of the public can obtain detailed information of the licensing regime for TCSP and submit applications electronically at www.tcsp.cr.gov.hk.